In the 2020 draft, Tyrese Haliburton got drafted 12th by the Sacramento Kings. We all know how the story goes. He played with them for the first season of his career, and the next season he got traded from the Kings to the Indiana Pacers in the Domantas Sabonis trade. Now, obviously, Sabonis has been playing exceptionally well for the Kings, and Haliburton has taken the next step in his career with the Indiana Pacers, not only last year, but it's continued to play well this season, averaging 25 points and 12 assists a game. Fortunately, he is injured right now, but clearly Tyrese Haliburton has a long career ahead of him in the NBA with his exceptional play. Now, since he got drafted 12th in the NBA draft in 2020, that means that 11 other teams passed on him. Now, I don't think the Timberwolves regret picking Anthony Edwards with that first overall pick because he's been playing absolutely incredible so far in his young career. But the Warriors drafted James Wiseman with the second overall pick in the 2020 draft. And boy, I bet they probably want to have that draft pick back. They could have drafted LaMelo, don't get me wrong. I already did a video on that. Feel free to check it out if you're interested. But what if the Warriors actually ended up drafting Tyrese Haliburton with the second overall pick back in the 2020 draft? Well, we're about to find out here, so stay tuned. So here's today's video idea. What if the Warriors drafted Tyrese Haliburton with the second overall pick? How would things be different? How would things change? We'll see how things affect this. I'm going to simulate through this current season. So it'll be 4 years of Tyrese Haliburton's career and see how things are different here in the NBA. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. So let me show you guys the rotation first. I did make sure Clay, because Clay did not play this year, so Tyrese Haliburton's going to be starting at the 2. So we got Wiggins, Draymond Looney, Kelly Oubre is still on this Warriors team. We got Jordan Poole, Damian Lee, and Juan Anderson. That's the squad we're going to be rolling with here. No moves will be made. I have no say in anything in this simulation here. 2K is going to be doing this all for me. The only thing I had say in it was making sure that Tyrese Haliburton made it onto the Warriors. Let's see what happens, and let's see how the NBA world is going to be different just if the Warriors drafted Tyrese Haliburton. I'll see you guys at the All-Star break, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So we're at the trade deadline currently. Remember, this is the 2020-21 season. We're 35-15. Warriors are absolutely killing it. No Klay Thompson, no problem. Tyrese Haliburton's first year as a Golden State Warrior, 18 points and 8 assists a game. So he's doing exceptionally well. Here, rookie year, Curry's probably still doing his thing, 28 a game, as per usual. It's nice to still see Wiggins putting up numbers, and of course, Kelly Oubre is still coming off the bench, 18 points a game. We got Jordan Poole too. I mean, this is a pretty good team, if you really think about it. Very good team. I see it kind of sucks that Klay Thompson did not play at all this season, but I wanted to make things realistic, and that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to move to the end season here. We're doing pretty well. I don't really want to make any moves. The GM didn't make any moves, so that means I'm not making anything else. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season, and we'll see if we can make a title run. Luka Doncic is your MVP. Kevin Porter Jr., 6th man off the bench. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year. Kendrick Nunn is your most improved Booker Clutch Player of the Year. Hopefully we get Curry on an all-NBA team. Unfortunately, we do not. And so that is not good for us. Shout out Lonzo Ball, defensive team from the Pelicans. We're second seed out in the Western Conference. Let me guys show you these stats. First off, and at the end of the season here, Curry led Wiggins scoring for us. He had 27 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Haliburton had 19 points and 8 assists in his rookie year. Incredible numbers from Tyrese Haliburton. Oubre had 17.5 this year. Poole had 17 points as well. Wiggins had 17 too. Draymond, the rest of them, they didn't really score too much, but that's still crazy for us. And at the end of the season, we were 53-29, just one game back behind the Houston Rockets squad. So they did exceptionally well. Let's see who's on this Rockets squad. Pretty sure this is Harden's team. Yep. James Harden's still on the squad. He got traded to Brooklyn this season, but obviously in the simulation, he's still a member of the Houston Rockets. They got Cousins as well. Cousins was not on this team, so they definitely signed him. Christian Wood, Porter Jr., Ken Martin Jr. Solid team. But let's see what happens. We're the 2 seed without Klay Thompson here, taking on the Denver Nuggets, I should say. Will Barton, Mike Porter Jr., Paul Millsap, Nikola Jokic, Gary Harris. Looks like Jamal Murray is injured, so we'll see how this goes. We're similarly right at the playoffs. Again, I have no say in this. Wiggins gets injured, and we end up losing in 7 to the Denver Nuggets squad. So that is not good for us. So we're just going to similarly, again, right at the playoffs. Have no say in any of this. As the Lakers take on the Pacers in the NBA Finals, and the Lakers are your Finals MVP for the 21 season instead of the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to simulate the off-season here, update you guys with what the GM does to the team. Obviously, once again, I have no say in this, so whatever 2K says is going to happen to the Warriors, that's going to happen to the Warriors. I'll see you guys soon. Cade gets drafted first to the Pelicans. Spurs get Davion Mitchell. Scotty Barnes to the Hornets. Jalen Green to the Knicks. Grizzlies draft Chris Duarte Mobley to the Cavs, just like in real life. And Franz Wagner is going to go to the Timberwolves. LeBron signs with the Jazz of all teams for 1 year. Lillard to the Rockets. Kyrie to the Clippers. Donovan Mitchell to the Rockets as well. I gotta check that Rocket squad. Harden to the Pacers. It looks like they lost Harden, who's on Indiana now. Paul George on the Cavs. Sabonis to the Raptors. Porzingis to the Thunder, and Russell Westbrook's going to remain with the Wizards. What? What did I just read? Looks like we didn't sign anyone, neither the Timberwolves. We kept Klay Thompson, it looks like, and we signed Bismack Biyombo. What is this Rocket squad? I'm sorry, guys. I gotta show you. Lillard, Mitchell, Wall. It looks like they lost someone. They got Thanasis though. Giannis ain't gonna be happy about that. So this has just been doing like that. I just simulate right through it and see what happens. We do not have anyone. Clay goes down big time. Draymond goes down big time. Not our season. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be competing. Looks like we lost Oubre and we lost Jordan Poole as well. But I guess it's fine if you lost Jordan Poole because remember we have Tyrese Haliburton now. So we'll see what happens here in the future for this squad. Who knows what's going to happen. We probably won't be as good as the next season, but we do get Clay back, so we'll find out. Here's lineup for year number 2. Steph Curry, Tyrese Haliburton, Wiggins, Draymond Green, Kevon Looney. Got Clay off the bench with Biyombo, Damian Lee, and Gary Payton. This team is not very good, but we'll see what happens going through the season. Of course, I'm just curious to see how this team's going to go with Tyrese Haliburton. We'll find out soon enough. The trade deadline, once again, we're 32-18. Things are definitely looking good for us. So far, once again, this season, we are tied for the 2nd seed out in the Western Conference, half game back behind the Rockets. We're tied with the Kings, though, even though they played 2 more games than us, but things are going pretty well. A quick check-in on Tyrese Haliburton, 22 points and 8 assists a game. He's absolutely killing it this year. Jokic is your MVP at the end of the year. We got Cade Cunningham as the Rookie of the Year. We got John Wall, 6th man, Davis, Defensive Player of the Year, and Zion as your most improved. Unfortunately, it looks like no Steph Curry on an All-NBA team, so that definitely does suck. I still can't believe, he's on the 2nd team, my bad. Still can't believe LeBron's on the Jazz. I mean, that's pretty interesting. Alonzo's on the Pistons now. He had 20 a game. Wow. And Harden's on the Pacers. It's just very interesting how things change so quickly in the simulation. And at the end of the season, let me guys up to you guys with all these stats. We got Curry had 31 points a game this year. Haliburton had 21 and 8 assists. Clay had 16 points. Wiggins had 17. Korkmaz, I don't remember ever signing him. I guess the GM went out and signed Furkan Korkmaz, but he averaged 11 points a game for us, which is pretty solid. Draymond had 7, 6, and 6, which is pretty good. Biyombo had 6 points and 9 rebounds, so all around pretty solid for us. And the season we went 50-32, the 2nd seed. Once again, we are 1 game back behind the Houston Rockets. But we won't be taking on Denver this year. We're taking on the Los Angeles Clippers with Neto, Kyrie Irving, Daniel House, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, Kent Bazemore, and Enes Kanter with Marcus Morris Sr. Interesting squad. I hope we can beat them and not lose in the first round again, but it looks like we will. 2 straight first-round exits after becoming the 2nd seed for this squad. So they got some work to do. So that's 2 years down. This is the 21-22 season. Let's see what happens here in the finals. The Kings make the finals, no, actually the Lakers make the finals once again. So they are back-to-back champions for the 21 and 22 season. This is the 2021-22 season right here. So 2 more years left, and we'll see how this goes with the Golden State Warriors. I'll see you guys soon with any updates to the squad. Paulo goes to the Rockets. Spurs get Mather, and Nets get Ivy. Rockets also get Chet. How'd they get both Paulo and Chet? I have no idea. Magic get Kessler. Jazz get Keegan Murray and Jalen Duren to the Boston Celtics, and J-Dub to the Blazers. Curry stays the same. We do have Haliburton goes up 4. That is good for us. Gobert. Gobert and Grayson Allen. I have no what in the world happened here. Looks like we traded. Let's see. Wiggins and Klay Thompson got traded to the Pistons for Gobert and Grayson Allen. That's an interesting trade. Who knows? We got Gobert now on the Warriors with Tyrese Haliburton and Steph Curry. Same squad pretty much. They're not really looking too good. We do have Drew Eubanks now, if that's something. But this team isn't very good. And remember, 2 years left. Let's see what can happen. Here's your rotation for the 22-23 season. Tyrese Haliburton's third year in the league. We got Tyrese Haliburton, Steph Curry, Grayson Allen, Draymond Green, Rudy Gobert. Off the bench, we have Drew Eubanks, Kevon Looney, Gary Payton, and Damian Lee. So this is a squad, to say the least. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll update you guys shortly at the end of the season, and hopefully Tyrese can maybe take an all-star jump this year. Who knows? Luka wins yet another MVP. We got Paolo as your Rookie of the Year, John Wall, Sixth Man, Jared Allen, Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Haliburton most improved. He went up to 30 points a game. Oh my God, and he's the Clutch Player of the Year as well. All NBA first team for Tyrese Haliburton, so he's doing absolutely incredible in the simulation. But are the Warriors good? That's a different story. All these players are still on the same team pretty much. Harden, we got Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons usually does good in like these simulations here. All defensive team, Jared Allen, Mobley, Giannis, Shea. The Luka defensive team, good for him. And at the end of the season, we were the 6th seed. I'll get to that shortly. Let's check out all the stats. First off, Curry led the way in scoring for us with 38 points a game. He had 5 and 6. Tyrese had 29 a game this year. Alex Fudge had 13. Clint Capella, how did we get Clint Capella? He went from Utah. Can I even get back? I'm gonna be a sideline. Nah, I have no idea. It looks like we don't have Gobert, so it looks like we may trade Gobert for Capella, I guess. Grayson Allen had 10. Patrick Baldwin had 9. Larry Nance Jr. 7. Draymond Green 6. Looney, 5. We went 44 and 38. So obviously we took a step back this year. The Rockets and Lakers stayed pretty good, but we're still in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. We're taking on the OKC Thunder here in round number 1. They got Shea, Bouknight, Dort, Sohan, Porzingis, and Mikal Bridges. Oh my God, that's a pretty stacked lineup. We are going to win game 1, so that's good for us, and we are going to actually beat them in a series. We actually made it out of the first round, and taking on the Los Angeles Lakers round 2. Porter Jr., Murray, Tobias Harris, Siakam, Anthony Davis, Gary Harris. That's a pretty good starting lineup right there, and we are going to lose in 7 to the Lakers, unfortunately. So we can't. It's not really going well, but hopefully next year a little bit better. Lakers taking on the Bulls. The Bulls are your Finals champions. Zach LaVine is your Finals MVP. They got a solid team. Jamal Murray's coming off the bench for Kobe White. Interesting. 1 season left here in Tyrese Haliburton Warriors area. He does pretty good this season. Let's see if we can take even more of a step forward next year. I'll see you guys shortly. Nuggets get Victor Wembanyama in the simulation. Amen Thompson to the Pistons. Asar to the Jazz. Brandon Miller to the Magic. Scoot to the Timberwolves. Cam Whitmore to the Suns. Pretty solid all around. Nothing too crazy. Derek Lively goes to the Hornets. We drafted Jaime Jaquez Jr. It's pretty good for us. Luka goes to the Rockets. Steph Curry stays with the Warriors. Durant to the Nets. LaVine to the Bulls. Beal with the Wizards. Lillard also goes to the Wizards. And Colin Sexton stays with the Cavs. Pretty interesting. And Gobert's back on the Jazz. I have no idea what happened. He's on our team for like half the season. But we have Capella now, so I guess that's good. Who knows? The 23-24 season for this Warriors squad. We got Tyrese Haliburton, Steph Curry, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Larry Nance Jr., and Clint Capella. Not the bench. We got in here. We got Cody Martin, Bryn Forbes, and Patrick Baldwin Jr. Draymond's actually not even in the rotation. That's how much he's regressed in this. Hopefully we can do something. We made the playoffs every single year, but we haven't won a championship. But I'll let you guys know at the end of the season. Update: we're 36 and 16 at this trade deadline. We're doing pretty good. Tyrese averaging 28 points and 10 assists so far this year. So obviously he's taking a big step forward in the simulation with the Warriors than he did in real life. But yeah, up to you guys at the end of the year. I want us to win 1 championship, but you never know. Luka's your MVP, but this time he's on the Rockets. This time we got Victor, Rookie of the Year with the Nuggets. Aaron Baines, 6th Man of the Year, still playing. Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Jonathan Kuminga, most improved with the Heat. So yeah, Victor and Jokic are on the same team. We get Tyrese Haliburton, All NBA first team again. Good for him. Good for him in this. Darius Garland, All-NBA second team. I remember in 2K23, Garland used to be like exceptionally so well. They made him turn into this absolute monster. Trae Young is on the Dallas Mavericks in the simulation. We got Fox is on the Hawks. All right, then. And at the end of the season, let me guys show you the stats. Also want to see what that Spurs team is. We got Tyrese Haliburton, second on scoring behind Steph Curry. Steph Curry's been really good. He averaged 38 points a game last year. We didn't even talk about it, but he averaged 38. Tyrese averaging 30. Aiden averaging 13, 7 off the bench. You got Jaime Jaquez, 12, 6, and 5, Rookie of the Year. in his rookie season. We got Capella 10 and 13, Patrick Baldwin had 10, Bryn Forbes had 8, Cody Martin 7, and Larry Nance Jr. 5. Draymond did not play that many games for us this year. Who's in the Spurs team though? We got Davion Mitchell, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren, Jeremy Grant, Jabari Smith Jr., and Kelly Oubre, Benedict Mathurin. They're solid, but they're a first team. I don't know about that one. And the season we're 57-25. I mean, we're only one game behind them. So we'll see how things go at the end of the season here. I was pretty sure someone else was starting over Cody Martin at that small forward position, but I guess, I guess Patrick Baldwin is now a starter, but he's doing pretty good. So we'll see how this happens. Taking on the Nuggets, they have Jokic and Victor on this team. So, they also still got MPJ. We'll see how this goes. Can we please get past the first round again? And we will, yes. We're going to move on to the second round, taking on the Houston Rockets. They got Luka, Donovan Mitchell, Jashawn Tate, Paulo, Miles Turner, and Chet and Dwight Howard. How are they not better? But we end up beating them in 6 games, taking on the OKC Thunder. They got Shea, Boudinot, Dort, Sohan, Kristaps Porzingis, Mikal Bridges, and Bamba. We lost to them last time. Can we beat them this time? And we do. Tyrese Haliburton Finals, Western Conference Finals MVP, taking on the Detroit Pistons. In the NBA Finals, they got Marcus Smart, Giddey, Hayward, Sadiq Bey, Cody Zeller, and Isaiah Stewart. I think we're better. I think we're better than this team. But are we going to win? No. The Detroit Pistons with Josh Giddey as your finals MVP. What in the world? Josh Giddey is your finals MVP. And so that's 4 straight seasons for Tyrese Haliburton. It looks like the Warriors are a good team even with Tyrese Haliburton. And he was definitely come to a player of his own, but they're not an NBA finals champion. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please share, like, subscribe, future content. That is the Tyrese Haliburton simulation if he was drafted by the Golden State Warriors. I'll see you all next time.